So last time we created a couple of things. One is we created an animation for this tower, and also the loose condition, so when these enemies reach the end of the path. But I would also like to add something else, which is when these enemies get hit by the towers, I want some text to show and display the damage dealt. Okay. So for that, let's go to our scripts and our enemy script. Let's open that. And for that, we'll use um, either a text mesh or a UI for that. Um, and I think I will use a UI because the text is clear, is better quality, and you have many options for the text. Yeah. Okay. And also, I know that the quality of this video is not good here in Discord, but when I will upload it to the YouTube, it will be full HD. Okay. Let's see. So here, when we get hit, we should have get hit. Not the tower. Sorry, the enemy here. Yes, this function here. So when we get hit, we want to display some text. But first, let's create that text. So for that, we'll create a canvas. So UI canvas, and we'll call this damage text damage canvas. And since this will be in world space, so not over over everything, we'll have to select here world space. And since now this is in world space, we want this to be in a certain layer. So we want this to be above everything. So we'll put like 5 here. And in this canvas, we'll add the text. So let's see. Yes, this one text. And now we have to resize this canvas because it's huge right now. So let's try 1 1 and reset the position to 0. But why is it? It is still too big, I believe. Oh, the Y position was incorrect. Okay, and you can see that it is still too big. So we'll resize this even more. But I don't think the canvas is the issue. It's the text here. Okay. Let's take this and move it a little bit. It is not visible, and I wonder why it's not visible. Okay, let's see. The text, maybe the size is yes, the size was too big. Okay, we want to give it a very small size, like 0.1, 0.2, something like that. Yes, like this. We want this to be centered, like this. And we want this to so we want this to automatically resize if it is too big. So we'll use auto size here. Okay, something like this. And now let's put some number here so that we know how this will look. And the font, let's change that font. Like this one. Maybe increase the size slightly. Now it's a little bit 0.5. Sorry, 0, not 2.5 like this. Okay, that looks good. And now we want an animation on this. Yeah, we want an animation. So for that, we have to add to this text an animator. component. Okay, and now we have to create an animator controller in our animation folder. So create controller, and we call this damage text. And now let's add this damage text controller in our animator. So basically, this controller manages animations, and we only have one animation in this case, but this is necessary to have this. And now let's create that animation. So I will call this the same damage text, and okay, Lemon, I get it. Okay, wait, what? Oh, I thought you had a question. Okay. Uh, so this animation will be by usually the way. Okay, so we'll get the not the sized. What is it? Wait, what is this? Yes, direct transform, but what value is the position? No. What is this? Wait 1 second. How do I modify this? I can't. Oh, because I want to modify the position, but I don't see the value here. Anchor position. What is this? This is the wrong question. No. So then I don't understand. Let's see. Maybe this one. Wait, no, it's not this one. Okay. Maybe in the end we might have to use another thing here. Okay, we cannot use this because we cannot animate it. So in that case, let's use the other text. So for this image text, reset the transform and use the text mesh instead. But if we do this, we have to set the order, the what is it called, layer of this text by script, because it does not show that property here. So let's give it some value, and obviously we cannot see it because it is below this layer. So to fix this, let's move it here. It is bad quality, like I said. So to fix that, we want to increase the size here, or wait, 0.1. Or maybe the other way around. So yes, this way. So we give it a character size small value and the font size a big value, and now it's not blurry anymore. And we can actually give it a font. Yeah, the same font. Let's center this. So middle center like this. Alignment also center. And now we can animate this. So again, we'll add the animator controller. And let's open that animation. And now we can actually move it with the transform here. So the position, we want the position. But before that, let's reset that to 0. And let's resize like this. Let's see, that looks good. And now we have to animate it. But I'm looking at this. I just realized that it actually might be better if we do it by script. Yes, yes, we'll do it by script. Okay, so for that, let's create a script for that. And it's also might be useful in the future because we cannot add things to that script. So damage text. Because if the thing is, if we use the animator, the animation, when we move this, unfortunately, we cannot select only one value here. So we only want to modify the y, but unfortunately, we have to modify the whole vector tree here. And if we do that, then this might appear in the wrong place. So instead, we'll do it by a script. Okay. And if you have questions, please let me know in the chat. All right. So let's see. Now we'll create a coroutine for that. Or let me think 1 second. Yes, first of all, let's place that text text in the right layer. Okay, so let's get a mesh renderer. We create a variable for that, and now we get it from the object. So this is equal to get component mesh renderer, and then we say layer. So wait, I believe this is the one. So this will be like 5 or something. And now we want to create animation. So for that, we'll use so we want this text to move up on the y-axis. So animation speed. We want a speed for that. We'll make it public so we can modify it in the inspector. And then we want a float for animation duration. So how long is the animation? And now here in the update, we want a counter. So animation counter. Then this counter will start from 0 count. So here we add time delta time that. So the time difference between frames. So in other words, we count time in this variable. And if this is bigger than the duration of the animation, so if we reach the end of the animation, then but also here we want to move that object. So transform translate vector 3 up times that speed. We might say even roughly like this. So if we reach the end of the animation, we want to delete this text. Or sorry, yeah, but let's just destroy it for now. So destroy game object, but maybe leave it for like a second. Is that no, that cannot work. Okay. And now we have to experiment a little bit with this. So we find the right speed for the and duration for the animation. So for that, first let's see if this is positioned in the right layer. should be above everything. Let's see. Yes. Let's see. Invalid layer. Let's see. Maybe that is not the correct. Sorting. Yes, sorting order. Sorry, that was the wrong variable. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, my bad. We have to give it some duration here. So let's say like 2 seconds, maybe. No, 1 second. Then the switch should be very, very small. Start with a very small value. Okay. Now, hopefully, this is in the correct layer now. Yeah, that looks okay. That looks okay. Maybe increase the duration of it. Actually, never mind. Once the animation is finished, maybe then we want to wait a little bit of time, and then delete it. But we'll leave it like this for now. Okay. And now we have to save this here in our prefab folder. Save it here, so we can now add it to the enemy script. So if we do that, then here in here we have to add that prefab. So here in our enemy script, we'll say public game object damage text object, or rather prefab. And here when we get hit, we want to take that. So here, regardless regardless if the enemy dies or not. So either way, here we want to spawn that text. So instantiate the damage text prefab, and then the position should be actually since the enemies vary in size, we want to create a transform for where this text should be spawned. So I'll remove some of these here, these enemies here. We'll just keep one, so now can modify it. So in here we want empty object, and this will be the position where the damage is displayed. So damage text position, and then in our script we want to save that transform. So public transform damage text position. Okay, rather let's call this transform. So when we spawn this at this transform here. So instantiate the prefab at this position, and then this here quaternion identity means no rotation, so 0 on X, Y, and Z of the rotation. But we also want to place the value on that text. So how much damage how much damage does this enemy receive? So we say dot, and then we want to get the text mesh. And then the text, or yes, the text, and then here we place the damage to string. We convert it to string. So what this line does here is it spawns the text, the image text at that position, and then it gets the text mesh component and places that value converted to string. And now we just have to add this to our script here. So we'll drag this here, and then the prefab of the damage text. And that's it, I guess. Let's make sure that this is in the correct position. Yes, it is. And maybe place that even a little bit higher, like 10 here. So okay, and now this is finished, but we'll test this if it works a little bit later. Now we'll try to make another tower. So this one here throws, let me show you. So this one here throws bombs on the path randomly. Okay, see, so this one throws bombs on the path, and if the enemy collide with this, then they die. But also you see now we have a problem that text, the speed of that text is a little bit too much. So here we have to reduce maybe the speed there. So we'll try something lower, maybe half of that. So let's start working on our new tower. Yes, but also let's create a physics layer for this, since we'll be trying to move this later by click. So okay, so let's duplicate this bomb thrower and remove, unpack it so it's no longer a prefab. And let's see what kind of I have here already prepared character for this one, but we have to split it into multiple sprites. So you see we have this here, and we want to split it by a certain size, not automatically, because if you do it automatically you see these are different in size. So to do that, go to slice by size, and let's see if we can find the right size. It looks to me like this is 22 times 32, and I think I am correct. Yep, it is 32 times 32. Okay, so here we will call this how do we call this actually? I don't know. Let me see. I guess in the original game it's called Reaper. Let me see that real quick. A second, I have to do it on my phone because I'm not sure how this one is called. And I recommend that you check the original game. It's called Rush Royale on Android. Let me see how that one is called. Yes, it's called Reaper. So Reaper, and now we have to replace a lot of things here. So first, let me move it a little bit away from the other tower. Okay, so here, and now, actually, I have a problem with this because we don't actually need all the animations in here. We just need actually this one. Yes, so I guess we'll remove everything else. Yeah, we'll remove everything else here. So let's see how to do that. Do it like this, unfortunately, because we just need the idle animation. One comes with many other. If you do this, now we should see only the idle animation. Yes, like this. So now this should be only 4 spots, yes. And it is too small, so we have to resize it. Let's see. But also, why is this pivot so... How is this in the center? Because it doesn't look like it is in the center. Okay. Let's see why that happened. How? Pivot center. Okay. That doesn't look like center to me. Sprite short point. That is not important. Let's say it does maybe that fixes it. Nope. It does not fix it actually. Okay. Move that from yeah, I don't know why that happened there. Okay. Something like this. Alright. Yep. Look good. But now we have to replace the animator here. So let's go to our animations folder, create the animator controller. Yeah, we have a question, Lemon. Oh, okay, just walking for no reason, I see. So we go this Reaper, replace, will replace the controller here, okay? And now we only need one animation actually, but let me see how I call it on the other one. Because yes, okay, so we call this just idle. Okay, so here we say Reaper idle, and we'll just add the frames. So we'll select all of these, add them here, but that doesn't let me add this. Okay, and as you can see, this is very fast, so we have to reduce the speed of the animation. Still too fast, maybe something like this. Yep, something like this. Yep. So we'll keep the tower script, but this bomb throw script, remove it. And now we have to create a script for this tower specifically, so the behavior of this script. Okay, so we'll call it Reaper. And this will be interesting because in the original game, this one throws projectiles, and those projectiles have a chance to kill enemies that are not bosses instantly. So there is a chance to kill enemies instantly, and also it has a chance to spawn a unit on the path that will attack enemies as well. I don't know what the chance for that is, but we can modify that later. Doesn't matter right now. But first, let's create a projectile for this. I downloaded some projectiles here. Let's see, traps and weapons here should be. Let's see if I can find it. Let me open this a second. I'm not sure which one it is. If it's not this, then it must be this one. Nope. It is this one for sure. So yes, this one looks okay. Let me see. This one. Yeah, this one. It's this one here. So for this multiple, we have to select which one we want from this this year. Um, yeah, because so one of these here. Let me see. This one here is nice. So we'll have to delete everything else. So how we do that? Let's see how big is this? Maybe try some ridiculous value here, like 1000. Yeah. So now we can resize this here. So we'll keep calling it this one. This one here. I believe it is 64. 64 times 64. No. Alright, we'll do it manually, I guess. Something like this. Let's make sure that this is precise. Like this. Yep, that's very precise. We can save this now, and let's create 2D sprite. Make this like 5 in there, and then add this sprite here. So for this we'll call this Reaper project. And now let's see, how do we do this? Yes, we want to make a script for this as well. But first let's resize this a little bit because it's a little bit too big. Okay, like this. Maybe even, let me see, make this full screen and see. Yes, so let's create a script for this as well. Call this people projectile. All right. And for this, we'll need a actually, before we continue, how much time do you have, Lemon, for this? Because I believe it will take like at least half an hour to finish this. So let me know. So for this, we want this to have a box or a circle collider 2D. Circle collider 2D without physics. And now we can add that script here. So the Reaper projectile script. Let's open that. And in here we want a couple of things. We want int damage, and then we want a chance to kill the enemy instantly. Okay, so that will be a float. So float instant kill chance. Call this. And here we'll delete these methods. We don't need them. We just need on trigger enter 2D here. And let's make sure that those enemies are do have a tag that is called enemy, because we want this to only collide with enemies. So please, Lemon, let me know if you have time for like half an hour. Let's see. Yes. So let's check that this one has the enemy tag. So here we just check for that tag. So if the object we collided with has the tag enemy, so if it is enemy, then we want to get obviously we want to deal damage to that enemy, but since we have a chance to instantly kill this, here we check if we can instantly kill it. So if, and then we create a random number, so random range, and this one will be a float. So from 0 to let's see, yes, so 100. So this is a random number from 0 to 100. And then if this is smaller than that chance, or equal, let's say equal, smaller or equal, but doesn't really matter. Then we instantly kill the enemy. Uh, so for that, let's see, let's create here another uh, uh, enemy. We'll create a new function for that. So we'll say public because we want to access it from the other script. Um, kill enemy, and for now we'll just destroy it. We just destroy for now. We'll add an animation later. In our projectile script here, we just first let's get that script of the enemy. So enemy script. We create a variable for that, and to get that, we get a component. So now we have it in a variable. So if we instantly kill it, if instantly kill, here we say just enemy script kill enemy, and else. So if we do not instantly kill it, we just make it receive damage. So enemy script get sorry get hit, yes, and then that damage value here. So that's it for now. But after all of this, we destroy this projectile. So destroy this object. So game object. And let's see if everything is in order here. We do spawn the text, so that's good. But also we want this projectile to rotate, to have an animation that rotates this projectile. So for that we'll do it in the update function. So every frame, and we just need a rotation speed, which will be public because we want to access it. Also, these two here must be public as well because we'll give them values based on the tower script values. So why is this an error here? Oh yes, public rotation speed. Sorry, float. Okay. And now here we just rotate. So transform rotate. We need to select the axis, and I believe it is the z-axis. So if that's the case, then here we say vector 3 forward, and then multiplied by the speed. Yes. Okay. So now we need to create a behavior for that tower. So where is our Reaper script first? Let's find that script. Why is it not open? Yes, we forgot to add it. We need to add it here. So in here we need a couple of things. We need the damage, of course. So int damage. We need the projectiles. So we want the public game object Reaper projectile prefab. And now the tower script here, it has here, you see this effect speed, so this will be the cooldown for throwing those projectiles. So how do we select the first enemy in that so the first enemy on the path? That is the question. How do we do that? So let's see how do we do that, because it is not very simple. But for now we can select randomly an enemy, which is nice for this this tower. Uh, so we'll do it the same way we did the bomb here. This explosion, you see. So how do we do this? We create a temporary collider which lasts only one frame in the shape of a circle with this function here, overlap circle. So this creates a circle and everything within that circle, then we save this in an array here. So we'll do the same for this, for the river. So how do we do this? But first, we want a reference to the tower script. So tower script, and be right back. One minute. Be right back. All right. So we want to create a function here called attack random enemy. Call this. Okay. So the first thing we need to do here is get all enemies. But we'll just say find all enemies because we'll give this a very big radius, like a ridiculous value like this. Okay. And we need to only target enemies. So to do that, we need a layer mask here. So public layer mask. We'll call it the same as this one. So we create this at the position of the tower, find all enemies, and now we just select a random one from this array. So to do that, let me see. The thing is, how do you want this projectile to reach the enemy? That's the question. And yeah, I guess we can create a coroutine for that. Yes. So here, this will not be a function. Instead, it will be a coroutine. So coroutine is used for processes that take time. So we want to move this projectile towards the enemy over time, regardless of where the enemy is. So now this is a coroutine here. So we first get the enemy. Now we just need a random one. So we'll say int random index and create that number randomly. So random range, and then let's see what is the syntax for int. So obviously 0. So minimum is inclusive and maximum is exclusive. So that's good because we can just say enemy collider this array length. So now we have a random index. Then we need the transform of that enemy. So transform enemy transform is equal, and then we select it from this array. So here random index, and then the transform. So now we have the transform of the enemy, and then we have to move it over time, the projectile. But first we need to spawn it. So the same, we'll use the transform. So transform projectile transform is equal to and here we spawn it. Yes, Lemon. Yes. What is it? Oh, can you stay like 10 minutes, please? Sorry, I did not notice your messages, please. Just 10 minutes. We finish this and then we'll stop for straight. Okay. So yes, so we need to create the projectile first. So we spawn it at this position. So transform. So I first spawn it, and we save it in this variable. So just the transform. And now we have to move it towards the enemy. So to do that, let me copy a script from my desktop real fast. Yes, this one. All right. And also let's create here a variable. We call it public float travel time. So how much it takes to reach the enemy. So here we say travel time. Yes. So we want to use lerp. So what is this? This basically selects selects a point between the starting point and end point. Basically. So we want the enemy transform position, and then we want the starting position will be the tower. So transform that position. Sorry, the projectile here, and the enemy position here again. All right, that looks good. And then we want actually that's pretty much it. We just need to do this with a certain cooldown. So here let's create two variables: attack counter and public float attack counter limit. And the counter will start from 0, and then the limit will be from the tower script. So tower script, how is it called? Effect speed, and the damage will be script effect power. I call it effect because some towers do not necessarily attack. Okay. After I finish this script, I will take questions. So the attack counter, we add the time, so we count time in this, and then we check if this reached the limit, if it is bigger than the counter limit. First thing, we reset the counter, so this one will become 0 again, and then we start that coroutine. So we just say start coroutine, and then this one attack random enemy. Okay, so that's it here. But on our Reaper projectile here, let's make sure that everything is okay. Yeah, it looks okay. Yeah, that looks okay to me. Let's make duplicate some enemies here. Give this tower some values, and it should work properly. But let me see the other one first. Where is that bomb thrower? Yes, you see, we want to also, when it attacks, to enable the animation of the uh, from the tower script. Okay. So now if we duplicate some enemies here in our scene, we should see this attack randomly. But first, we want to save this tower here. So, but first the projectile. So the tower effect will set the projectile here, and then we add it to our tower here. So this is the projectile. Let's make that target only the enemy here. And here let's give it some damage. Let's say like 5. Maybe increase the speed of the attack, so like 1 second. Okay, give some index. And now let's see. We save this tower here. Delete the projectile from the scene. Duplicate the enemies, so we have some targets. And let's see if this works. But yeah, we actually need here when we spawn this projectile, we need to give it the damage here. We do not give it damage. So to fix that, we say um, yes. So projectile transform. We get the component. So which is a Reaper projectile, and then here we just say damage is equal to this damage, and now it has that damage. So now it should work, and then we can stop after. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lemon. So now this should target us. Oh shit! I actually forgot the number here. Anyway, it should work. Let's see. Yes, you see, we do have some errors. Let's see where that is. So here we get a null reference, and I don't know why that is. Oh, I see. My bad. I forgot to get the tower script here. It's that, and also, oh, never mind. Just that. Okay, so the tower script is equal to get component tower. And that's it. I forgot what that's here. Let's see. And then I'll take question and we can stop. All right. So now let's see. So we have a problem. It does not throw anything. So let's see why that is. Um, that's very odd behavior. All right, let me add pause this. Yes, you see that attack counter is very buggy for some reason. So let's see why that is. Oh yes, I see. Just it's not equal plus equal here. Okay, that was the issue. So basically, this doesn't do anything. It is just equal. So not equal. We add time difference. All right, let's try one more time. All right. And we also should optimize the speed of the rotation of that projectile, but we'll do that later. In a... Okay, so now you see what the issue is. The issue is it spawns, you see, but it does not move. So why is that? Let's see. Let's see that. Yes, so it does not move for some reason. Okay, so not sure why this happens. Let's look into it. So we want the transform of this tower. Yes, that is correct. And then oh yes, of course, yes, that must be the issue. We forgot to give it travel time here. So let's try like one. Yes, that should fix it. Yeah, now it works. You see, it works, but it does not collide for some reason. And I believe that the reason is we need to give it a certain layer. So the projectile here must have a certain layer. Yes, which is player damage. Yes. Otherwise, it will not interact with this because we disabled the physics for some layers. And you can ask questions now if you want, Lemon. See, now it works much better. Yeah, that works quite good. But we need a couple of things here. So one thing is we check here if this is different than the length is different than 0. So if we have an enemy, then we do something. So it's bigger than 0. We do this. Else, so else yes, that is one issue. The other issue is here on our enemy. The text here, when we spawn the text, it is not a child of that of the enemy, so it does not follow the enemy. That's an issue as well. So let me see what questions we have now. Let me see. So here we should let me first check that text. The damage text here. Detector up. Oh, okay. That seems okay. Let's see if it works though. So here. When we spawn this, let's save it here. So say game text object is equal. So first we spawn it, and then we give it that number, the damage text, and then let's add this as a child. So the parent of this would be equal to this. So this like this. Let's see if that looks better first, then we'll stop for today. Okay. Yeah, no. All right. Let's see. If that works better. So now we should see the. Yeah, that works actually. Wow. That works. Very nice. All right. So one more thing. Little thing, very important. So here in our projectile, here when we send it to the enemy, there is a case where the enemy dies before the projectile reaches it. So in here we check if that enemy transform is different than null, and then we do this. Otherwise, we just exit this. That is so we break like this. But actually, never mind. We say else. So we'll break, but before that, we destroy this projectile. So here we say uh, destroy that okay, object. So we destroy it. Yep. Well, that's it. Okay, we can stop for today. So I'll take questions now. Level. Go ahead. All right. So let me know if you have questions, and then maybe you want. All right. All right. Okay. I guess we'll stop the recording, and we'll discuss questions.